that surround you. I've been trying to be calm all day. I am pissed. I just can't handle it anymore, man. I'm sick of it. I want government off my back. I want all the corrupt scum that's lazy and stupid. So you go join government to suck off of us, to get out of my life. I don't belong to you. And I'm sick of ill-informed morons trying to tell me how things work or tell me what's going on and how Obama's good or Bush is good or some jackass Democratic operative trying to mess with me right now that I'm going to have to stomp flatter than a pancake legally. I mean, I just get sick of all the crud that goes on around here behind the scenes and all the stupid scum that don't understand that I'm on their team, that I want them to do well, that I know they're under eugenics, but they just buy into the fake paradigm and they run with it. And they have no connection to reality. All you stupid Obama supporters, all you stupid Bush supporters, they're all owned by the same people. And I know our audience knows that, but I'm talking to the new idiots tuning in. Listen, it's fundamental. What is so hard to explain to you? It's fundamental they're killing the dollar, printing tens of trillions of it. It's fundamental it's going to plunge in value. It's fundamental gold's going to go up. It's fundamental. It isn't hard to figure out. Who's up next here? Anthony in New York, you're on the air. Go ahead, Anthony.
Alex.
Hey, buddy.
How you doing?
I'm not doing too good.
Say, God bless you for the job you do.
Well, I mean, but why? I've got to fight these people. I mean, I would be a moron. I would not have the instinct of self-preservation if I didn't fight these people.
Well, of course, but God bless you anyway. And I'm a stockbroker from New York, and I couldn't agree with you and Ted more about gold. And I'm Peter Schiff inspired. I couldn't agree with him more about the foreign stocks. And if you look at the way the Swiss franc behaved during some of the bulk of the crisis with us last March, it shot up because they have commodity-based currency.
Yeah.
And I was at one of these town hall meetings last night with Steve Israel. And let me just tell you, this thing was totally rigged. And I was able to break through the rigging. I was standing right in front of them. And they had my question come through, but the League of Women Voters had to ask the questions for us. They wouldn't let us ask.
They're total operatives, yeah.
But they call your name, and you stand up, and then they ask the question for you. So I stood up, and he has his cronies with him. He has his lawyer and a doctor and some other crony answering half the questions for him. So the lawyer goes to answer my question, and I stood up, and I shouted right in his face, and I said, I want you to answer. And some people in the crowd told me to sit down, and I said, no, I want him to answer. And the local paper, Newsday, took my picture. I'm in the paper. I'm on the Newsday.com website, and I want to run up against this guy as an independent.
And, of course, he's pushing the government takeover of healthcare?
Yes. And I want to run against him as an independent. I think I could do it, and I think we need guys like me and Peter Schiff in there that understand if we don't get our financial house in order, all the rest of the debate and all the rest of the issues, there's nothing left if there's no currency. And we all know that saying, control a nation's currency, and I care not who makes its laws.
Good points, my friend. I appreciate you calling, Anthony from New York. Good to hear from you. Kurt in Texas, you're on the air.
Yes, sir. I've heard you talk sometime about the tracking cars to tax them for the miles that they drive.
Yes.
About 2 weeks ago, I tried to apply for insurance with a certain company here, and after we talked about the policy on the car, the fellow said, we have a new program. Said, do you drive your car very much? And I said, no, I don't. Just back to the store and back. I'm retired. And he said, well, we have a new program. If we can put this little device in the car that will tell us where you're going and how many miles you traveled during the day, we can offer you a 10% discount.
Yeah, is it progressive?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, see, they lied to you. They're getting money, thousands of dollars, depending on the federal study, to put a satellite by the mile tracker in your car to test it. Texas is the main testing ground. Do you happen to be in Austin or surrounding areas?
No, West Texas, Abilene.
But you didn't mention Progressive to me, right?
You did.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure because no, Progressive's the one doing that. Some others are doing it, and they admit in the federal program they're getting ready to tax us by the mile. In fact, you can Google Austin test by the mile tax. And they're going to keep the oil tax, too. Oil tax revenues are at all-time highs, but they lie and say they're not. They're going to... But Progressive already jacks in to what all new cars have had for at least a decade. They already have an onboard computer that tracks how fast you're driving, what happens. The cops use it to set you up. If you roll your car now and aren't even drinking, they'll go ahead and take your kids and put